All right. Hello, hello. Gonna wait a couple minutes for the train to come in and then we shall get started. Let me grab my pre-bid items, make sure I've got those ready to go. Hi, April. Welcome in. Just gonna wait a couple minutes for the train. Grab my pre-bid items. Make sure. Hello, Savvy Sales. Welcome in. Care Bear Kyla. Kelly. Hello. Who are we here? Hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Very excited about this train. Thank you to Stacy for putting this on. Technically, it's my birthday today. I had my birthday shows a little bit early so that I would have the rest of today free. But it is my birthday today. Technically today. Thank you so much. All right, I was a little bit scared that I wouldn't be able to find enough folk art for this train, but I ended up finding plenty. Oh, excellent. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Let me get to pre-bids. I know we have a couple items that already have some pre-bids. Let's start with this guy. So this is a set of James Haddon. I will be having my cheesecake tonight. I had my cinnamon rolls this morning and my free Dutch Bros coffee. So already off to a great start. So these are a set of two James Haddon carved wood roosters. Set of two, there's a larger one and then a smaller guy right here. I think they're so cute with the white with the black spots. There is some damage. There's some paint chipping on this guy and like on the comb. Ooh, Dutch Bros is so good. It's on the sweet side for sure. My favorite is the banana bread mocha, personally. And then there is some chipping of the wood on the tail right here. They are signed on the bottom. These are currently at $18, and I'll run them right now. They're super cute. The chicken lovers out there. Look at some roosters. I love that they're a matching set too. Moment, those are going to you. Thank you so much. All right, let's do our other pre-bid item. This one, it's been exciting seeing the pre-bids roll in on this one. I wasn't sure what the interest on this little guy would be, but it's been fun seeing the pre-bids roll in. So we have this Oaxaca, Mexico pottery little guy here. It is like a little vessel, bowl, cup. And it's got a face on it with the ears and nose. It does have some chipping. There's a chip right here and then a larger chip right here. But it's such a unique little piece. For the person who ends up winning it, you'll have to tell me how you plan on displaying it. It really is. A lot of the items that I have today, like quite a few of them are from Oaxaca. So I've been finding it's been cool learning more about it. This is currently at $13 on pre-bid. Bandit in the lead, and I'll run him right now. It's so unique. I love the figural pieces like this. Oh my gosh. Bandit, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Speaking of alebrijes, I had never found one before, but I have two technically alebrije items. One of them is a small lizard, and the other is actually a napkin holder made by a pretty well-known alebrije artist. Oh, quite the deal, modern day thrifter. Quite the bargain. Steep discounts. Okay, so first up we have this wood napkin holder. It's got different colored birds. So it's got two on this side with the cactus. I love the aqua zigzags on the side, and then it's got a pink and a yellow one on this side. It is made by Vicente Hernandez Vasquez, and I was looking up their work, and they make like incredibly detailed alebrije. So it was really cool to see a napkin holder of all things from them. So I'm going to start this at $14. And I'll run it right now. The colors are just so pretty. Here's the signature on the bottom. Thank you for looking. And then the other one had an unfortunate accident. I think it's a little bit ironic though. So I was really excited to find this in the store that I got it. And then as soon as I got home, the tail snapped off. But I find that to be a little bit ironic because it is an iguana lizard. But the tail snapped off, which, if some of you know, often happens to lizards. They get scared and they will release their tails in order to escape predators. So I will give the recipient the option of I can fix it or I can leave it for you to do as you please with it. Absolutely. Regenerating. But it is so vibrant. I love the little dots. Very pretty blue. Here's the little tail. I know I scared him. I took him home and he was scared. It is signed Fabiola Fabian, I believe, out of Oaxaca. So I'm going to start him at $10, and I'll run it right now. Again, if you buy him, I will give you the option of I can glue it. I have a plethora of different crafting supplies. I'm sure I have the proper glue to glue him, or I can leave it to you to either repair or leave as is. It will be up to you. Bandit, thank you so much. Do you have a preference? I know, I kind of like it apart like that. Do you have a preference, Bandit? Okay, absolutely. I will do my absolute best. It's a very clean break, so it shouldn't be too hard to glue it as it was. Okay, next up, I was very excited about this piece. We have a Tanala piece. I haven't seen one quite like this before. We have two frogs on a lily pad with the bright blues. Aren't they so cute? They've got the little florals on them. They look happy as can be on their blue lily pad. Here's the back of them. And it is signed Cat, C-A-T, Mexico. Could either be a trinket dish or a soap dish. Super cute. Frog Girl finds. Of course you put the pre-bid in. Of course. He's currently at $12, and I will run it right now. They're so cute. Frog Girl finds. That one's going to you. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Enjoy the frogs. All right, next up we have a mid-century folk art piece. It is a little wooden wall plaque, and it has a tiny owl on a log with a metal moon, and the owl has little rhinestone eyes. There is a little bit of a chip on the wing right there, but it's super cute. It's a tiny little plaque, hand stained. I just thought it was too cute. Starting him at $8. And I'll run it right now. I love his little rhinestone eyes. And the mixed materials. I think mixed material art is really neat. Thank you for looking. All right, what's next? Ooh, I will pick up conch mushroom art whenever I see it. Artist's mushroom. So we have a hand burnished conch mushroom straight off a tree with a little coyote on there. Isn't it so neat? It is signed by the artist, 1999, JRH. Little coyote with some ferns and some grasses around it. As my husband put it, he looks a little scrunkly. But I think he's cute. Okay, look up like conch, C-O-N-K, mushroom art. It's really neat. I have a large piece out in my garage right now that's like huge. Hang on, let me add it to the buy it now to show you really quick. Okay, I just added it to the buy it now section, so if you look there, you can see the other piece I have, but that one's massive in comparison. Thank you so much, Moon Sky. Thank you, Christina. But this one, it looks to have been like wood burned pyrography. I'm going to start this guy at $18, and I'll run it right now. It is felt bottomed as well, so they took the extra time and care, put felt on the bottom. It's really fun. People will just pull them straight off of the tree, and they have the perfect surface on the bottom to paint on. Oh yeah. It could be, potentially. Thank you for looking. Let's see. I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. Here's a fun one. So I have a Russian wood piece. Yeah. So this is a wooden egg, hand painted and wood burned in Russia. It has like a cathedral skyline. The detail on this is absolutely incredible. Very intricately painted. And then on the sides, the base color is purple, and they wood burned all of these flowers and then painted them in. Really bright purples, reds, orange, yellow, green. Here's the top. It's got some florals in the bottom. Really cool. I'm going to start this at $18, and I'll run it right now. I love the contrast they used. Like, they have the really photorealistic buildings on there, and then they have the cartoonish, kind of groovy looking flowers on the back with the purple. I find the color combo to be really interesting. Bandit, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. All right, what do we have? This is a fun one. I didn't know of this artist until I found it at an antique fair, and their work is really incredible. I would highly recommend looking them up. But this is made by Ernesto Duran out of Chile. The ones that I've seen, they have like a lot of vases, a lot of cool like decorative masks, that kind of thing. But I love the patterning on this. And the way there's like a blackening to the ceramics kind of around it. Here's the bottom with the signature. There is a little bit of a chip on the rim right here. I can make sure I can find it. I'm going to start this at $28. I'll run it right now. From what I can tell, this is a more well-known artist out of Chile. I would highly recommend looking at their work. Just like the artistry of it is absolutely incredible. Thank you for looking. Let's see. Here's a crazy one. This is one of the larger Tonala pieces that I found. It does have a lot of crazing on it, but thank you so much, Stacy. Yes, if you haven't already, there should be a follow button in the top left corner, and it'll notify you whenever I go live. Thank you guys for joining us on this train. So I have a large Tonala vase or jug, potentially like a wine jug, but it has a bird on it. It's gigantic, larger than my head. It's got a bird on it, and not one, but two butterflies, and the florals on the back. Here's the bottom. It is pretty heavily crazed, the outer glaze. But I'll be starting this large Tonala piece at $20. And I'll run it right now. It's got a bird on it, guys. I love the little Tonala coils. They're so cute. Thank you for looking. Okay. Oh, these ones are cool. So these are, I don't know how exactly you pronounce this. I don't know if it's Springerly, something along those lines. These are cookie molds. I've found larger ones before, kind of the Christmas themed ones. But these are two mini cookie molds, and they're signed. I've found other ones by the same artist online, but this one, there is a rabbit holding a carrot, and then there is a cow, and they're hand carved, really cute, and they have the little hangers so you can put them in your kitchen on the wall. Here's the back. They are signed JRS 77. They're just so sweet, really cute. I'm going to start them at $14, and I will run them right now. And I found one that was recently put up by the same artist, and it was like an owl, I think, like a group of owls. It was really neat. And then if you guys have any requests, we have 10 more minutes until we go over to My Petite Vintage Co. If you guys have any requests from the pre-bid section, let me know. All right, here we have a painting. This is very Americana. I had to grab it. It's in this really cool wooden frame with like the bore holes through it. But it is like a little rest stop gas station. It looks like abandoned out in the middle of a field somewhere. Signed by the artist Kathy McClure. It just feels very like, this reminds me of some of the old farm roads where I live. Oh, Mississippi. Fair. I haven't been to Mississippi. But I feel like a lot of us can relate to this. You're going down like an old country farm road, and there's like the abandoned gas stations or roadside stands, old restaurant, just like out in the middle of nowhere that nobody's been to in a decade. Here's the back. They did get it, let's see, it's on archival quality canvas, and they have it all stretched so it stays nice and taut. Nice that they did that. I'm going to start it at $18, and I'll run it right now. Thank you. I tried to find different types of folk art, because folk art can mean so many different things. I'm really into items that can kind of like transport you in a way. Like you look at them and you're like, you can kind of imagine yourself being in a different place. Those always draw me. Absolutely. All right, next up, I have a gourd. This is from Peru. Usually I find them on their own, but he is on a wooden stand, and it spins. So you have a little guy here with an instrument, hand burnished, carved, comes off the stand, and it has a sticker on the bottom, made in Peru. There's a little bit of damage to the stand, but you can turn it around. I haven't found one on a stand like this before. It's pretty great. I'm going to start it at $14, and I will start it right now. Absolutely. I like that it's still like free floating. Oh, I do too. I tend to, like, when they look as good as this one, I tend to pick them up. I pick them up whenever I find them. Oh, absolutely. The spinning is a great sell. Great selling point. Congrats, bandits. Enjoy your spinning gourd man. All right, next up I have this guy. This is made by R. Miranda, Mexico Pottery. They make there's like several artists that do these from my understanding. but it's like eggs with a creature hatching out of it. A lot of the time, it's a creature that would not hatch out of an egg, such as this. It is a gorilla with the cutest little face and hands, and he is hatching out of an egg. I don't know why, but he's fantastic and I love him. Here's the signature on the bottom. It's such a fun figurine. Like, if you look these up, they have all different types of creatures. I know that there are a few in this train. I think I've seen a few. I'm gonna start him at $14, and I will run it right now for the gorilla hatching out of the egg. I want to know, like, the lore behind these. Like, why is it various creatures, including mammals, hatching out of eggs? I'm sure there's something behind that, but I am not privy to it. This is like a fun little one. This is a local piece. I actually did some digging because the person who made this, they have their name taped to the bottom. A little morbid, a little sad, but I found their obituary, and they did a lot of woodworking. So it was kind of cool to be able to find who the artist was and to know that they did more pieces. Turtles make sense. Gorilla is a little bit out there. But this is an Oregonian creator. We have a wood, like, mechanical dog. You spin a little crank on the side, and the dog spins its tail and moves its mouth. It is missing a little piece right there that would stick out to make it easier to spin. However, that should be easily fixable with a dowel. Hey, no. My dog likes to boop things with his nose, so he's looking at all of the random goodies and deciding which ones he wants to test out. I'm going to start this little guy at $8, and I'll run him right now. Thank you for your bid. Oh, I don't know why mine does that. He probably does. Right now, he sees the wooden egg on the ground, and he likes to test things. I don't know. He'll walk up to random items in the house and hit them with his nose to see if they move. Granny K, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. All right, I think we have time for like one more before we go over to my Petite Vintage Co. All of the items that didn't go will be in the Buy It Now section later. So we run one more before we head over. Potentially. So I have a Sonala bird. The paint on him is pretty beat up. There's like a patch missing right here. He's a little patchy with some of the paint missing. But he's got a little deer on the back. He's got Bambi on the back. I always love the pieces that have other animals on them. It's just so cute. Here's the bottom. Mexico. I'm going to start him at $10. And I'll run it right now. Little small birdie with the deer. He's running. Let's see. All right, we got 1 minute. Next up, we're going to my Petite Vintage Co. I was scouring their preloads before my show, They've got a lot of really cool Mexican folk art. Make sure you check out the stuff that they have preloaded, so you know what they got once you come into their show. Keep following the train. It's going to be a blast. Thank you to Stacy. Also, make sure to check out the Buy It Now sellers on the platform as well. We've got over 70,000 items to browse at your leisure. Let's see. Are they live? They are live. All right. Thank you guys so much. See you later.